It is Friday, December 11th, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we have a bunch of news items to cover, including the release of the 2021 USAC Midget schedule. Keith Kunz filled out his Chili Bowl roster yesterday. We'll look ahead to what's happening this weekend and more. But first, this episode is brought to you by Blood Lubricants. Blood carries a high-performance line of synthetic racing oils, and they've got you covered for all sorts of dirt racing applications. Engine oils, gear oils, suspension fluid, cleaning products, you name it, they've got it. And these aren't bargain basement oils and lubricants here. This is high quality stuff. Danny Dietrich grabbed 13 wins in 2020 running the Blood Racing Pro Series engine oil in his 410 engine. It's hard to argue with a race winning performance. They've got a great race to support program that offers discounts on products plus free swag, and they support hundreds of racers across many divisions throughout the country. To check out the support program, find out more information, or to buy, visit bloodlubricants.com. That's BLUD lubricants.com. If you'd like to receive 25% off most products, use code DIRT at checkout. That's DIRT, all caps, at checkout. USAC National Midgets released their 2021 schedule last night, and it's packed full of races starting February 5th and 6th at Bubba Raceway Park in Florida. That's the Winter Dirt Games down there. In all, 43 events make up the 2021 schedule, which is the most the series has had since running 49 races back in 1988. That's according to USAC's Richie Murray. There are new tracks and events on the schedule, including Circle City Raceway and the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds in Pennsylvania. Indiana Midget Week has been expanded to 8 races, and Eldora Speedway is getting 2 events for the first time since 2005. There are 3 dates right now with no track assigned: September 9th, 10th, and 11th. Those are TBAs. And then there are 10 races that don't yet have dates set in stone. There are 2 nights at the dirt track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, That's the traditional BC 39. 2 nights at Arizona Speedway, 3 nights at Placerville Speedway, and then 1 night each at Bakersfield, Merced, and Ventura. So basically, the BC 39 and that kind of season-ending West Coast swing right now don't have dates. If you'd like to see that full schedule, visit usacracing.com. Should be a great season, though. It's a lot of racing for the midgets, which is super cool. I love the midgets. They're so much fun to watch. I feel like the midgets kind of give, in watching dirt racing and in watching short track racing, I feel like that little bit of contact, elbow throwing, guys kind of rooting each other up out of the way that I feel like you kind of come to expect from short track racing. Doesn't seem to happen as much in a lot of the dirt racing categories, and obviously some of them it's just not possible. Like, you don't want to see 410 sprint car guys rooting and gouging, but with the midgets, man, like those kids, they just don't care, and it's just so much fun to watch. Speaking of midgets, Keith Kunz Motorsports announced yesterday their final driver in a 10-car lineup for the upcoming Chili Bowl. Ken McIntosh, who competed in 2020 for KKM full-time with the USAC Midgets, will make his 3rd appearance at the Chili Bowl. It will be his 2nd time at the Chili Bowl with Keith Kunz and Pete Willoughby. McIntosh was a Chili Bowl rookie in 2019, driving for Dave Mack Motorsports, and he was impressive, finishing 5th on his prelim night and ending up 10th in a Saturday B-Main. In 2020, driving for Kunz, he won his prelim night over Tyler Courtney and Aaron Reitzel, and then went 8th to 3rd in the Saturday feature to finish right behind Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell. Very, very impressive. With all 10 now announced, the KKM lineup looks like this: Rico Abreu, Buddy Kofoid, Cannon McIntosh, Dazen Persley, Jesse Love, Tucker Klassmeyer, Tanner Carrick, Brian Carber, Kaylee Bryson, and Holly Holland. It's definitely a stout lineup. Nice mix of young guys or young drivers, kind of looking to prove themselves. It's nice to see a couple of female drivers in there, and Kaylee Bryson and Holly Holland, and then several guys, obviously, that are going to have a legit chance to win the Golden Driller. Obviously, right off the top, Rico, Buddy, Kofoid, Cannon McIntosh, those guys will definitely have a chance at the Driller for sure. So very, very stout lineup for Keith Kunz Motorsports. If you haven't seen, the River Spirit Expo Center in Tulsa is headed now for full racetrack mode. The grandstands are getting installed basically as we speak, and then the track layout and build starts this weekend. We're only about 17 days away from racing at the Tulsa Shootout, which takes place December 30th through January 2nd, and then we'll be 9 days later when action gets underway for the 35th Chili Bowl Nationals on January 11th. If you'd like to keep up with the track build process, make sure you're following at Chili Bowl or at CB Nationals on Twitter, In other driver news, Boom Briggs announced he will return to the World of Outlaws Late Model Series full-time in 2021. It will be his 5th season as a full-time Outlaw competitor. Briggs finished the 2020 season 9th in the point standings, making 39 of the 40 features and collecting 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s along the way. His best finish of the season was a 2nd place run at Erie Speedway in August, in which he led the first 40 laps of a 50-lap feature before getting passed late by Dennis Erb Jr. Erb held on for the win that night. Briggs also ended the year with 4 heat race wins and 2 quick times. He is still seeking that elusive first World of Outlaws win, but is certainly capable of accomplishing that. The World of Outlaws late model season is rapidly approaching, as we are just now about a month away from that first race weekend, which gets underway January 14th at Volusia Speedway Park. That's for the DIRTRACKR Sunshine Nationals. Obviously, that happens right about a month before the World of Outlaws Late Model Series will then be back at Volusia for DIRTRACKR Nationals. If you'd like more information, check out worldofoutlaws.com. If you're looking for some late model racing this weekend, the Extreme Dirt Car Series is headed to Livonia Speedway in Georgia for round number 3 on Saturday. Brandon Overton and Chris Madden were victorious in the series' first 2 races. Kyle Strickler is the current series points leader by 5 points over Benji Hicks. In 2019, the Livonia show drew 21 cars and was dominated by Zach Mitchell, who grabbed the win over Trent Ivey, Chris Madden, Logan Robertson, and G.R. Smith. I would expect a similar field this weekend. We know for sure Madden and points leader Strickler will be in attendance. Strickler and his new PCC Motorsports team are kind of using these off-season shows to get their program ready to roll for the full Lucas calendar in 2021. Crew Chief Vinny Giuliani posted on Twitter they're actually bringing 2 cars to test at Livonia this weekend. Not bad to be testing and tweaking and still be leading the point standings here. If you can't be Livonia on Saturday, Dirt Vision has live streaming coverage, and you can watch that coverage live with your Fast Pass. There are 2 items on the streaming schedule today. Race and Dirt has indoor kart action from Heart of Oklahoma Speedway, and Flow Racing has USAC 24/7. To see that full daily streaming schedule, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. If you're looking for other dirt racing to watch this weekend, Speed51.com has live coverage of the Carolina Midget Showdown on Saturday from Millbridge Speedway. That race will feature Chase Elliott making his midget debut, along with Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson, CJ Leary, Cannon McIntosh, and others. And then Flow Racing and Speed Sport have dirt racing from down under, and then there's some indoor action happening between Race and Dirt and Flow as well. So you will be able to find those items on that streaming schedule all weekend long. A lot of folks will have their eyes on that midget show at Millbridge. It could be an opportunity for Larson to stack up a few more wins before his insane 2020 dirt season closes out. And these will be Chase Elliott's first midget laps in racing action before he heads to Chili Bowl next month for his debut. I wouldn't be surprised in the coming months to see more NASCAR drivers, especially those without dirt experience, to venture out and find something to race on dirt. With that Bristol dirt race kind of on the horizon, I will think several will want to take advantage of some of these kind of early season opportunities to get some experience before they have to roll their NASCAR rides out onto the Bristol high banks covered in dirt. Chili Bowl is obviously a chance to do that, but I think another really good opportunity will be Volusia for the Dirt Car Nationals. That kind of condensed NASCAR schedule down at Daytona this year will certainly open up some chances for some drivers to head up to Volusia, maybe get some experience in a UMP modified. We've seen a lot of NASCAR drivers in recent years do that. Obviously the Dillon brothers have had a lot of success at Volusia, but guys like even Kenny Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Matt Crafton, Justin Haley, a lot of guys have gone up to Volusia during Dirt Car Nationals and run those modified. So don't be surprised if we don't see more guys do that here in the coming months. But that's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Friday. Hope you had a good week. Obviously, a ton of stuff still going on, a ton of stuff still to talk about. So we're just going to keep plugging right along here with the show. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe and leave a review. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. You can email the show at info@dirtracker.com, and you can follow along at facebook.com/dirttracker, twitter.com/dirttracker, and the website itself, dirttracker.com. You can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler. Hope everybody has a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday for more DIRTRACKR Daily.